Hello there, lovely folks of YouTube. Ren here. I have to apologize. I'm a little verklempt. It's allergy season's hitting me hard this year. I just wanted to do just a quick update. This is not scripted in any way. I may be rambly. That's okay. Just letting you know that I do have more videos coming out. I don't know when exactly. Things are kind of heating up with the whole health situation here in the U.S. and worldwide. And being someone who works in the healthcare field, it means that I'm probably going to be tapped to come into work a little more often if that happens. So we'll see what happens. But I wanted to give just a little update and show you guys my little seedlings that I started a little while ago. Bring them out from under their lights here. Look how big they're getting. So some of these guys here are actually going to have to be moved into a bigger pot soon, and they definitely need to be thinned as well. So this really big one here, that's actually my calendula. And you can see there's 3 in there. All 3 of the seeds that I put in that pot have sprouted, so I'm going to have to thin that down to just 1 to give that the best possible chances. There are some that haven't sprouted yet. Some are lagging behind others. That's normal. Seeds all sprout at their own rates. So, but what else we got? A couple Lunaria, my hollyhocks. I have lots of feverfew, a ton of portulaca. That's going to definitely need to be thinned. I see my calamint is sprouting. I've got lavender here. My hyssop is doing well. Catnip is coming up. Some of the ones that have not sprouted yet. Aconitum is always a problem. And some of my older seeds, like the Coreopsis, I've had that seed almost a decade, so that was kind of like a crapshoot to see whether it would actually still grow or not. So some are sprouting, and they're doing great. Some are still lagging behind, but they still have a chance. But that's what my seeds are up to right now. This is the first really nice day that we've had in a while, so I'm going to get outside and do a boatload of work in my garden, do lots of cleaning up, probably set up my little patio outside. I might film a little garden tour video to show you guys what's out there, what's blooming. We'll see. I also have an idea for making a video about making some 4 Thieves vinegar. The way that I would use 4 Thieves vinegar is different from what you usually see these days. The traditional use of it is not actually to be ingesting it, but it's an antiseptic wash. So I would use 4 Thieves vinegar. I'll show you a recipe that I would make, which I would use actually is just a wash for like my countertops and floors and things like that. So that's what I have in the works. Just speaking about the whole coronavirus issue, obviously, make sure you guys are being safe. So most people, this is not a serious danger for. It is potentially deadly in certain subsets of the population. If you're over 60 years old, if you have certain pre-existing conditions like lung disease, which includes smoking, certain autoimmune, or, sorry, again, allergies. Basically, anything that would compromise your immune system. Obesity is a big one, unfortunately. I want y'all to be safe, but I don't want y'all to panic, okay? Measured caution is what we need in this time. You can take some additional steps to protect yourself, but don't let it scare you out of doing ordinary things in your life, all right? For example, we are still getting together tomorrow with our friends for our D&D session. We're not canceling our D&D session just because there's an illness that's going around in our community. We are taking some extra precautions. We're making sure that we're not doing a communal dip. So I'm not making my jalapeno popper dip like I'd originally planned. I'm going to do something else instead, just something that can be individually portioned rather than having us all eat from the same communal thing. Similarly, our grove has altered our plans for Ostara. We were originally going to do a big 3-day camping trip on the property of one of our grove mates, which I was super excited about, but we've decided to nix that. We're doing a smaller ritual back here in Richmond, and we are altering some of our ritual practices as well. So no hugs at the end of our ritual like we usually do. Rather than sharing the chalice as a communal cup, We're going to be doing individual shot glasses, which then, of course, my husband, when I mentioned that to my husband asked me, well, if you're doing shots, are you going to have whiskey? And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. So we might do that. Who knows? But yeah, just, take some extra steps to make yourself safe, and limit the spread of this disease, because that's really what's going to be key here is people are going to get it. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. But if you can get it later, if you can minimize the spread in order to kind of stretch out the occurrence of this disease, that's going to have a huge impact on us in the healthcare field. Because the big issue that we're seeing in places like Italy right now is simply that so many people are getting sick so fast that the healthcare system is being overwhelmed. And those people who need intensive treatment aren't able to receive it because there just aren't enough hospital beds to take care of them. If we can spread this out, if you can just avoid large gatherings of the public, keep yourself safe when you're out there, try to extend the period of time that this disease is occurring, then it will be easier for us in the healthcare field to deal with it. As of right now, I can't speak for every hospital, but our hospital, we have 14 ICU beds, and we're typically running at 80% or more capacity. That means that we'll only have, usually on an average day, we'll only have maybe 2 or 3 open ICU beds. When a respiratory illness like this hits, we're not going to have enough ICU beds for these people unless we can kind of spread it out. In which case, then we can help. So do your part. Keep each other safe, okay? And don't panic, and don't hoard toilet paper, okay? This isn't a hurricane. Come on, you don't need bottled water. We're still going to have water system, okay? But it does, also it does good. It does you good to plan, just like you would for a flu. In our house, we have some Gatorade and some canned soup and ramen noodles and a big thing of tea on hand because we're expecting at some point we are going to get sick and we're not going to want to go out and go grocery shopping while we're sick. So we want to make sure that we have things we can eat then. And I apologize, my phone is ringing. It's probably nothing, but anyway, that's really annoying.
Hello, no one is available to take your call.
My husband contacted Quicken Loans about refinancing, and they have been calling 4 times a day ever since then, and it drives me crazy. So, anyway, keep yourself safe. Minimize your contact with large groups, and don't panic. Okay. That's all I got to say about that. I hope this video finds you well, and I hope you stay well, and I will see you soon.